G'day, this is the channel Fletcher Hamilton, and I'm Fletcher Hamilton. And today I'm livid. Today is Thursday the 7th, 21, the year of our Lord, and I'm livid because some smug little pundit called Matthew Hooten debuted in the New Zealand Herald a piece entitled "Trump and His Enablers Must Face Consequences." So, by way of some background, the left allegedly rigged and stole an election. And I'm going to keep using that word allegedly because YouTube are cracking down on so-called conspiracy theorists and misinformation. So I'm going to cover my ass with that terminology, alleged, lest YouTube come back to bite me on it. I think the alleged evidence for this is compelling, by the way, if not conclusive. We had alleged illegal ballots. We had alleged lost ballots. We had alleged last-minute ballot boxes discovered under tables when supervisors left. We had alleged statistical impossibilities in crucial counties owing to Dominion and other voting machines allegedly switching votes for Trump to votes for Biden. Allegedly, this is sufficient evidence to nullify the results of the entire election in the 28 states that allegedly used Dominion voting software. Allegedly, Trump won by millions, and this margin buggered up Dominion's easy electric cheat. Allegedly, in crucial counties, more votes went to Biden than there were registered voters situated therein. Anyway, I have to guard what I say, because this is all just a conspiracy theory. And I'll provide a link to a fairly definitive Newsmax video for the details. Today, the Washington Stop the Steal rally culminated in Trump supporting patriots infiltrating the Capitol building. And this struck me as amusing for the following reason. During the French Revolution, the Women's March on Versailles saw the king and his entourage dragged back to the Capitol as prisoners, where they wound up being executed. A century ago, radical Bolsheviks seized Petrograd and stormed the Winter Palace, the very symbol of royal power, the last building in the capital to resist the Bolsheviks, and kicked out Alexander Kerensky, never mind what they did to the Russian royal family. More recently, Arab Spring protesters and the National Transitional Council deposed Gaddafi, who was later killed by National Transitional Council militants. The point is, how often have you seen a mob? I'm sure that's what they were to people like Matthew Hooten. How often have you seen a mob invade a castle or a palace or a seat of power, not to drag out the top dog, but because they want the top dog to stay in there? Anyway, let's read the little of Matthew Hooten's autism-saturated article that isn't hidden behind a pauper's paywall. Matthew Hooten. Trump and his enablers must face consequences. Dropped on the 7th of January 2021 at 5:48. New Zealand Herald by Matthew Hooten. Those in New Zealand who have ever expressed admiration for Donald Trump or his political tactics should be ashamed of themselves. His most prominent Kiwi enabler, Chris Liddle, who pressed pause on the presidential transition back in November, should be among those who face consequences. And the rest of this article is premium content, so if you want to read the results of Hooten's bile spewing, turn out your pockets. Okay, those in New Zealand who have ever expressed admiration for Donald Trump or his political tactics should be ashamed of themselves. Also, they should be among those who face consequences. What are these consequences of which you speak, Matthew Hooten? Are they social? Are they legal? Do they involve humiliation, embarrassment? Do they entail ostracism or physical harm? Or would you rather I paid to find out? I ask, cause, see, that's the difference between the regressive left and conservatives. You and your ilk actively wish ill on your ideological opponents. You spiteful, greasy-haired little rat. Well, you know what they say, forewarned is forearmed. You want to escalate crap and pretend you have any kind of moral integrity? Thanks, man. All the better for me to prepare myself. We'll be ready. Now, I'm not threatening you. I'm not trying to rile up any kind of base against you, because I don't have a base, and I wouldn't set dogs on you even if I had any. Just saying, when you start slinging the mud, don't think we're going to take it lying down. All right, that's me. You've been listening to the channel Fletcher Hamilton, and thank you for doing so. Disclaimer, nothing in this video was intended to incite any kind of violence or aggression or hostility to any individuals discussed therein.